Hey, what's going on, my fellow collectors? Jim here with another figure review, joined with my awesome daughter. They're going to help me out on the review today as well. But we're taking a look at the Diamond Select Marvel Select Ghostrider figure. This is an older figure, but I picked him up the other day at my local comic book shop. He was just all dusty and banged up looking on the shelf. I figured let's give him a good home. But packaging is what we're used to with Diamond Select. You kind of get the big blister, you get the cardboard, but the figure is displayed nicely behind the packaging. You got Ghostrider here, you got a bunch of like kind of comic style art in the back. We do have this really cool image on the side, so that's really awesome. And on the back we have a bunch of other pictures, along with a little bit of a read up here. Get that in focus if you want to read that. A couple other characters you can pick up within this series, and I guess this is based off of the old 1972 volume 1 issue number 5 comic book, so that is pretty cool. We get a really nice style base with this, and this is sculpted by Steve Kiewis. I hope I'm saying that right. But yeah, that is the packaging. Let's go ahead and crack this bad boy open and take a closer look. Okay, and here's John Blaze out of the packaging, along with the one accessory that we do get, which is an absolutely fantastic accessory. Is this really awesome base that we get with this. And that's why I like Diamond Select Toys. We always get really cool bases with the figures. And for an older piece, this is actually done really, really nice. I love the sculpted texture that we get all throughout these rocks and all the sculpting. It just looks fantastic. And then we get nice translucent plastic to bring out all of these flames with nice orange and yellow.
It kind of looks like the hands are coming out from the fire or lava.
Yeah.
And like the hands are burning, so that's why it's all black.
Yeah. It's a really, really nice feature. It looks awesome.
Also, the nails are sharp.
Oh, are the nails sharp? Oh yeah, be careful of the nails. They are a little bit on the pokey side. But yeah, I love the sculpt of the hands. They just look really, really good. We get nice sculpting all throughout this entire piece. And the paint is done, really, really nice as well. And I love how we kind of have these reds that kind of bring out in between.
There's like a little shiny thing right there.
Yeah, because
really shiny.
It's done like in a translucent plastic. But I really like how they have the red kind of illuminating through the cracks. It's just a really nice base all around. It really is.
Yep.
And it's not too big, really. I mean, it makes a nice little piece. And there are two pegs.
So yep. This guy can go on there.
He sure can, because he's got 2 peg holes on the bottom of his boots there on both sides, so you can peg them in however you would like to.
I wonder how they get this so perfect.
I know, it's just great sculpting by what was his name, Steve Kiewis or something like that.
Look on the box.
Really, really nice sculpting job all around on this piece. The bottom is pretty much just plain red. It says made in China. But really, really awesome piece. And it continues with the awesome sculpting and translucent paint here with the Ghostrider figure as well. Especially for being an older figure. I believe it was like a 2007 on the packaging is what it says. But taking a closer look at the head sculpt, I think they did a great job with this head sculpt. It just looks absolutely fantastic. I love what they did with the eyes to give it that really nice depth, how we have that yellow kind of way back in the sockets, and then we have nice black shading all throughout, and then of course we do have the translucent hair that gives it that look like it's on fire. And again, we get the really nice kind of reds and oranges and yellows all throughout it.
Can I feel his head?
Yep.
Hot.
Oh, it's hot. It's burning hot. Burning hot. And as far as the rest of the body, it looks good. It definitely has that old comic book look to it with his, jacket and gloves and boots. But we just basically just get a really nice kind of blue, and we get nice black shading all throughout it. And of course we do have these lines. I really like the collar, how they have it kind of outlined in that lightish blue. I think that turned out really good. And then of course we do have nice kind of black shading all throughout. We do have his belt, which is pretty plain, but we do have a little silver buckle there with some little pouches on the side. And again, we get really nice sculpting going all the way down the legs, down to his boots, which they added some brown paint to give it that kind of dirty look. And of course on the bottom we do have the 2 peg holes. But yeah, I mean,
pink.
I said brown. I didn't say anything about no pink. But coming up to one side of the figure, We get this nice like kind of stripe going down his legs there. But yeah, just really, really cool. And in the back of the figure.
Can we do some sizes?
Yeah, we're going to do some size comparisons in just a minute after we give them a nice, good, detailed look at the awesome figure. And with it being 2017, the articulation is definitely dated with this figure. You do get swivel at the head, but that is about it. You get no up and down, so that's a little bit unfortunate. The arms are on your normal kind of swivel hinge, but they will go out about that much. That will go all the way around. There's no bicep swivel. You do have just a single bend at the elbow. And the gloves are basically just one solid piece, so you really just get rotation out of that entire glove. And we do have this hand that kind of has this open look to it, and then we do have the one fist here on the other side. There is a waist swivel, so you do get swivel there. And then for the legs, this is a little different. All you get is a swivel. That's it. So you get, you know, forward, and then you really don't get any back because of the butt sculpt. So you get about that. And then you do have a single bend at the knee. And then of course we do have the hinge for the foot, which brings about that much back, that much forward, and that's pretty much it. It is a little bit wiggly on that pin, but
it looks like a real person.
It does, doesn't it?
A little small real person.
So I don't know if he'd really be able to even like get on a bike.
A midget.
I guess you could technically kind of put him on a bike depending on if you had something he could sit on. At least you can get him kind of in that sitting position for the most part. But yeah, I mean, it definitely has some dated articulation, but it really is a overall nice looking piece for the collection, especially if you're a huge, you know, fan of the old comic book Ghost Rider. All right, so let's get a measurement here.
I got a measure.
You got a measurement?
Which way it goes though.
It goes like this. There you go.
7 feet tall.
7 feet tall. That is a huge, huge figure. 7 inches
It's
tall.
like right there.
Yep. It's a little bit over 7 inches tall.
So he's right on that line right there.
Yep. So he's a little bit over 7 inches tall. And then as far as some comparisons, here's a Iron Man from the Marvel Select line, which is also a little bit older as well.
He's kind of the same size.
Yeah, that's why we're going to do some comparisons within the same line, just to give you a comparison.
I'll get another one.
Yeah, let's see what he looks like next to some Marvel Legend comic books. So here he is next to the Cyclops, the Jim Lee Cyclops. All right, get him standing up.
Okay.
So that's what he looks like next to Jim Lee Cyclops. And then we have...
Robot.
Here he is next to the NECA
Robot.
Indocop. And then here he is compared to the
Spider-Man.
Marvel
Does
Legends
whatever
Amazing
Spider-Man
Spider-Man.
can.
So another comic book character.
He's small.
He is small. That's what he looks like next to the Spider-Man. And then here is another Marvel Select. This is what he looks like next to the Netflix Daredevil.
Netflix.
So you see, Ghost Rider is definitely a little bit on the taller side of the scale, but he really is awesome. Gonna make a nice addition to the collection. Comes with this awesome base, which you could use with other figures as well. And he also does come with the little, you know, Marvel pamphlet that does open up and just shows you other figures. Yep. Shows you other stuff going on with Marvel Select, probably back in the 2007 era, since this is an older figure.
It's from Spider-Man, I think.
But yeah, that was a look at the Diamond Select Toys Marvel Select Ghost Rider figure from 2007. So yeah, at the end of the day, it's an awesome figure. It's going to make a great addition to the collection and going to look good up on the shelf. But that is the review. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you guys on the next figure review.
Bye.